Hi. I just got out of a nice, relaxing bath, which is one of my favourite things to do. And it reminded me of a story. I was going through some old books and I found this book that I used to love reading with my son when he was around 4. And it's quite kind of a collection of nice little funny stories by Gill Murphy. And this one is called 5 Minutes Peace. So, the children were having their breakfast. It was not a pleasant sight. Mrs. Large took a tray from the cupboard. She set it with a teapot, a milk jug, her favourite cup and saucer, a plate of marmalade toast, and leftover cake from yesterday. She stuffed the morning paper in her pocket and sneaked off towards the door. "Where are you going with that tray, Mum?" said Laura. "To the bathroom," said Mrs. Large. "Why?" said the other children. "Because I want 5 minutes peace from you lot. That's why," said Mrs. Large. "Can we come?" said Lester, as they trailed up the stairs behind her. "No," said Mrs. Large, "you can't." "What shall we do then?" said Laura. "You can play," said Mrs. Large, "downstairs by yourselves and keep an eye on the baby." "I'm not a baby," said the baby. Mrs. Large ran a deep hot bath. She emptied half a bottle of bath foam into the water, plonked on her special hat and got in. She poured herself a cup of tea and lay back with her eyes closed. It was heaven. "Can I play you my tune?" said Lester. Mrs. Large opened one eye. "Must you?" she asked. "I've been practising," said Lester. "You told me to. Can I, please, just for 1 minute?" "Go on then," said Mrs. Large. So Lester played. He played Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star 3.5 times. In came Laura. "Can I read you a page from my reading book?" she asked. "No, Laura," said Mrs. Large. "Go on, all of you, downstairs." "But you let Lester play his tune," said Laura. "I heard you. You like him more than me." "Oh, don't be so silly, Laura," said Mrs. Large. "Go on then, just 1 page." So Laura read. She read 4.5 pages of Little Red Riding Hood. In came the little one with a trunk full of toys. "For you," he beamed and threw them into the bath. "Thank you, dear," said Mrs. Large weakly. "Can I see the cartoons in the paper?" said Laura. "Can I have the cake?" said Lester. "Can I get in with you?" said the baby. Mrs. Large groaned. In the end, they all got in. The little one was in such a hurry, he forgot to take off his pyjamas. My son did that once. Mrs. Large got out. She dried herself, put on her dressing gown and headed for the door. "Where are you going now, Mum?" said Laura. "To the kitchen," said Mrs. Large. "Why?" said Lester. "Because I want 5 minutes peace from you lot. That's why," said Mrs. Large. And off she went downstairs, where she had 3 minutes and 45 seconds of peace. Before they all came to join her. The end. Bye-bye.